Day of fun at an Anaheim fair turned into terror and tragedy in an instant. An innocent bystander is dead, a teen in custody, and now festival workers are worrying about an increase in violence.
Fox 7's Laura Diaz there live with this evening's new developments. Laura.
Yes, Alex and Christine, I actually have some breaking news to report at this time. We now know the name of the victim. He's 36 years old, and he's from Anaheim. His name is Dildardo Parales Gracian, and as you just explained, he was just here enjoying himself for the two-day festival. It was all a celebration of Cinco de Mayo. Suddenly, a battle breaks out, and he is struck by a bullet fatally.
I was taking the game, helping to take my games down, and then all I heard was a boom, and I saw everybody running, and I didn't know if it was a gunshot. I thought it was a firework.
The fatal shooting occurred just minutes after the Cinco de Mayo festival ended 10 o'clock Sunday night in La Palma Park in Anaheim. It began with a fight between two young groups of men and quickly escalated into gunfire, shattering a beautiful night of celebration and sending terrified people running. Footage shows Anaheim police on the scene minutes later, securing the area and making an arrest of an underage suspect. The police department assigns heavy patrols of the annual event, which attracts thousands of families. When the violence broke out, the crowd had thinned, and fortunately, officers were just feet away.
Officers did also locate on scene a group of juveniles who were involved in a fight. That investigation that preceded the detention of the juveniles revealed that there was a fight that occurred. A 17-year-old male resident of Anaheim produced a gun, fired the gun. It was that gun that struck the uninvolved male victim. That male victim, again, had nothing to do with this fight.
Tragically, that unidentified man in his 30s died at the hospital from his wounds. Monday, most carnival workers were busy breaking down the event and didn't want to speak to us. However, one worker, a veteran of these events, said increasingly he's noticed fights at these public events. He expressed concern. A man with a nearby business showed us video from Sunday before the scene turned ugly. It showed families carefree, enjoying the holiday celebration. But later that night, when his young employee called to tell him what was happening at the park, across the street from his business, he urged her to get out now.
A lot of people running. I say, run now, don't stay there.
Detectives are exploring what role gang activity may have had in this incident. They're, however, pretty confident that this was not motivated by any sort of gang activity.
Now, that suspect, a juvenile, is in custody at Juvenile Hall. It's important to point out that they've been having this festival for 50 years. 5 decades. It's always been peaceful. A lot of families attend. Usually during the busiest part of the day, as many as, 2,000 people will come here, and it's all gone without a hitch. That is until last night, and that is the tragic story here today, that one Anaheim man is dead as a result. Laura Diaz reporting live from Anaheim. Now back to the studio.